for day 4, first session at the MCG for the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Australia and India fighting it out on day 4 here. Sorry about getting in here a bit late, guys, but welcome everyone to the live stream. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel below and like, and let's have some comments today. Who's going to win day 4? Huge test series now at 1 apiece at the moment, and whoever wins this one surely will go into the SCG with the upper hand. And here we are into the second over of the day, and Nathan Lyon is bowling to Siraj, who's on to India 9 for 360. So let's have a look at the timeline of the test. So yesterday, India fighting back. Australia all out in the first innings for 474. Huge innings from Steve Smith, 140. And Lyon into Nitish Reddy, sweeps for 2, gets back for 2 to India, and 9 for 361. Yeah, so Australia batting first, and huge score on the board there, 122.4 overs. Consta 60, Khawaja 57, Labashakni 72. 2 tons and 2 tests for Steve Smith, 140. Pat Cummins just missing out on the 50 with a 49. And the best of the bowlers again, Jasprit Bumrah with 4 for 99 off 28.4. Also, Ravindra Jadeja chiming in as the next best bowler for India with 3 for 78. India then in reply at the moment, as I just said, live play here from the SCG. Bathed in sunshine today. Beautiful weather there in Melbourne by the looks of it. Around 18 to 20 degrees, getting up to about 24 degrees around 4 p.m. After having done my weather research for day 4 here, Sunday in Australia, Sunday in Melbourne. And India now just pushing along now with Reddy smacking one past the bowler there, past Nathan Lyon. And that's a huge shot from Reddy. That's 4 straight down the ground. So India pushing along now. They were down by 116 at the start of day's play. Now India trailing by 107 at the moment. So India trailing by 107 runs. And I'm gathering that Nitish Kumar Reddy will just continue on his way here and really look to pulverise and attack the Australian bowlers here to try and get another 20 or 30 on the board. So he just pushes one through to mid-wicket there for a single. India currently 9 for 367 at the end of the line over. So India, just looking at India's batting card here at the moment, Jaiswal again, 82 runs, batting very well at the top of the order there, even though he's been on a bit of a lean run since the first test. Rohit Sharma opening the batting, coming back. Cummins, too good for captain. He takes him all the time. Pat Cummins really marks up on his number well. Rohit Sharma and Sharma out for 3. KL Rahul chipped in for the 24. Virat Kohli out for 36. Akashdeep, night watchman sent in very controversially, not favourably with the Indian pundits like Gavaskar and Shastri, out for a duck. Rishbar Pant, well, let's talk about Gavaskar. Rishbar Pant playing one of the worst ramp shots in Test cricket, caught down on the deep fine leg there by Nathan Lyon, out for 28. And the commentary live at the time from Sonny Gavaskar, shout out to Australia's ABC radio. Well, was not happy. Sonny Gavaskar calling it some of the worst batting he's seen from an Indian batsman. Not happy. And then great finish to the day for India, really fighting back. Washington Sundar and Reddy in a great partnership, with Sundar making a 50 and Reddy making his debut Test century at the famed MCG. Some great scenes there yesterday with his father in the crowd and the camera panning to his father, and his father was in tears. So it was amazing scenes there. Fantastic innings from Nitish Kumar Reddy, debut Test century, and at the moment he's pushing along. He's on 113 not out. India still trailing by 107. Pat Cummins in now for his second over of the day, and looks like they're going for a bit of bouncer theory here at the moment. Siraj on strike 3 not out, and Nitish Kumar Reddy 113. India 9 for 367. So we'll see what happens here. Not long now for the Australians, who will be out to bat, depending on how long Siraj can hang in there for. On strike now, as Cummins comes in again for the fourth delivery in the over. Full ball, and just gets the edge down past gully point there for a quick single. And it's 9 for 368. So India 106 runs behind at the moment. So India trailing by 106 at the moment. Pat Cummins just moving the crowd, moving the field around there. So you're still going to be going for this short pitch theory to Reddy to try and make him play maybe a bad hook and get a top edge. So Nitish Reddy, 113 not out. Cummins in. Here he comes. And a full on Reddy just makes way there on the leg stump and punches it down to Scott Boland down there at wide fine leg there. So India pushing along still 9 for 368. 9 for 369, correction, sorry. One ball left in the 119th over. So there was definitely a risky stroke, that one. Right on middle and leg stump there. Pitched up quite well from Cummins on the replay. Yeah, sort of went straight through the middle and leg from the stump cam vision there provided by Channel 7 here. I'm watching in Australia, free to air Channel 7. Thank you for their vision, same as Foxtel in recent days. Cummins around the wicket for the last ball, and he's got the edge, and it's went through to Smith at second slip, and the umpire just conferring there with the other umpire squarely, just see if it's carried. It's a full ball. It was a attempted Yorker from Cummins. It was a bit wide of the crease, and it's caught the edge. Whether it's a bump ball or has it been caught, I believe is what the umpires may be disputing, and they've called for third umpire review of the catch and the play and the no ball. If Pat Cummins has bowled a legal ball, first of all, which he has. So is it a bump ball? No, it looks like it's caught the edge and the ground at the same time and scooted off the bottom of the edge of Siraj's bat there and straight. It's gone low, but it's went about 2 inches off the bat. To me, that's not a bump ball. That's straight through now. Just waiting for the play to go through. No, they've called that a bump ball straight away. Right, well, they've called that so they've called that not out. Third umpires looked and said that is a not out. Surely that's hit the pitch first, come off the edge. Now Pat Cummins just, team gathering around with the umpires, just saying, can he call a DRS to refer it? But it looks like the umpires are saying, well, the third umpires already ruled out any referral as it is deemed to be a bump ball, and they're not even looking at the catch here. So, yeah, Steve Smith and Cummins still having a word to the umpires there, but Smith shakes his head and Cummins Perhaps the ball more away to give the ball to Line at the other end, I believe. And so, yeah, well, showing the side on replay here, and there is, with the zoom in, and it does look like there may be a case for a bump ball here. Ball and bottom of the bat on the ground at the same time constitutes, it's a tough one. We've got great technology these days, very zoomed in here on the side and at the front. We've got 2 replays rolling at the moment. From the front replay, it does look like it's out. It's been deemed out, and Line in now to Nitish Reddy. Just gets an edge there through to the slips, deep slip there. So not out. Interesting call. The naked eye, you would probably say it's out, but looking at the side replay from the offside replay here, looks like it could be a bump ball. So anyway, Line throws that second delivery up a bit further and just pushed back down the pitch by Nitish Reddy. So yeah, multiple replays are inconclusive at this stage, I would say. Definitely inconclusive, I would say, at this stage. So in comes Line again. Reddy down the pitch, over the top. And he's straight into Mitchell Stark's hands at long off, going for the big one over the top for the 6, and that is the end of the innings. So India's innings wrapped up here, local time, Melbourne time, 10:17 a.m. Early start this morning because of the slight rain delays and the slow bowling rate from yesterday. So India wrap it up, Australia wrap it up, India all out. 10 wickets all out for 369. So India trail by 105. Australia's lead 105 runs going into this crucial second innings. Great innings. Nitish Reddy now just walking off, raising the bats to a partially built up crowd here. Slow crowd building up. Looks like about 20 or 30,000 at this stage. Predicted for about a 60 or 70,000 crowd, and I would have thought there'd be a few more in at the moment because Australia's young gun, Sam Constas, will be into bat, and it will be a battle again with Mr. Jasprit Bumrah in about 10 to 15 minutes' time. Should be very interesting. So let's have a look at the scorecard there. India all out 369, 119.3 overs. Nitish Reddy all out 114 from 189. Good clip there from Reddy. Batted well, attacking. Jaiswal 82, Washington 50, and Kohli 36. Bowling 357. Cummins 3 for 89. Line ends up with the last wicket there, 3 for 96. So Australia in front by 105 runs, and just some footage here at the moment of Constas out the back earlier this morning, warming up and getting a few throwdowns from one of the Australian support staff there in the nets, and just looking to play that cover drive off the back and front foot there. So will we see a different type of technique or attack or approach from Sam Constas today as he goes out to take on Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj and the Indian batting attack, bowling attack? I believe India would be very smart to probably get Jadeja into the bowling quicker if Sam Constas is hanging around, as he may have a slight issue or two with the fuller, straighter ball, which is exactly what Jadeja does and does oh so well. So we will just go on a 5 minutes break right now in between the innings changeover here. It is Australia coming out to bat in the second innings with a lead of 105 runs. Sam Constas and Usman Khawaja to open the batting for the second innings for Australia, with Jasprit Bumrah obviously to open the bowling with Mohammad Siraj, unless India try something tactically different, which I think, to be honest, I would do myself. After seeing the first innings, I would open the bowling with Jasprit Bumrah and Jadeja for the mix-up in pace, and of course I think that they're the two best bowlers and have got the best chance of getting Constas out early. So We'll take a 5-minute break here, quick drinks break in the World of Cricket channel. Thanks, guys, for joining us so far. Just going to have a quick look to see if there's any comments so far here today. Live chat, nothing here at the moment, guys. That's fine. Come back in 5 minutes and rejoin us for the restart of play early on day 4 here at the MCG. Session 1 Australia about to come out and bat for their second innings with a lead of 105 runs. And we'll be right back in just a few moments. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Indian team now just gathered there in the circle. Rohit Sharma laying down the law, and the Australian batsmen about to make their way out to the centre. $105 runs to the good, the Australians. And here comes the Australian batsman, and the opening batsman, it's Costas and Khawaja again. So thanks again, guys, for everyone joining me for this live stream broadcast today from Sydney South, the great Sydney South in Miranda here today. Just watching the broadcast, shout out to Channel 7 for the broadcast live pictures here, and ABC on the radio for the latest updates. And here comes Costas leading the way out again, as he did in the first innings, and Usman Khawaja just leading up behind, walking out calmly, and Big Raw comes up for the Australian batsman coming out. So here we go. Bumrah to take the opening new ball. First over of the Australian second innings. Again, thank you for joining me for this special day 4 session 1 live stream broadcast, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below, like and share, and let's have some comments, guys. What's going to happen in this second stanza of session 1 here early on? It's only 10:28, just about to click over to 10:30 probably or thereabouts when the first ball's bowled here. What are your guys' predictions? Can India get some early wickets here? Can Australia get off to a good start? What's your predictions? How many runs do the Aussies need? 2 full days with probably only a little bit of rain in the next day or two. Not any predicted, but with a shower or two possibly coming through, I'd say there's at least 180 odd overs up for grabs, and that 3 runs and over has got to be a total of at least 360 to 380 for the Australians. And here comes Bumrah, first ball. Costas off the back foot, just bats it off, and he's off the mark straight away, just bats it through to short cover there and gets through for a single. And the Australians off the mark. Australia none for 1. So yeah, how many runs do you guys predict Australia needs before they declare how long do they need to bat for? How many runs do they need to win the test? How many runs do India need to bowl Australia out for to be able to chase this down? Look, I think 360, 380 would be enough for Australia, but India definitely have a great batting lineup and have the opportunity to chase that down. 300 plus is not safe. 340 can be chased down in a one-day game these days. So yeah, anyway, we will see. What's your predictions, guys? I'd say Australia need to declare at least 380 and give themselves at least 100 overs, 105 overs, bowling late today, very late today. Here comes Bumrah into Khawaja, just lets that one go through. A bit of late swing there through to the keeper. Hand off the pitch, quite a bit of late swing, at least a metre or two there, going down leg side after it went through on offside, well outside off stump, left by Usman Khawaja. So yes, guys, what's your predictions? Type in the comments down below, and let's have your predictions. How many runs do Australia need to declare in front? I believe Australia needs to be at least 380 plus. So at least 380, I'd say they're going to need something in the vicinity of 275 minimum from this innings. And here comes Bumrah, third delivery, straight on the money, and Khawaja just works it around the corner there, just past square leg, and that is another single. So Australia go to none for 2. Will there be any issues with Bumrah bowling today? He did bowl a lot of overs in the first innings. Believe from watching the commentary the other day, he bowled at least 9 different spells during Australia's first innings on day 1 and day 2. So how will he fare today? Here he comes into Constance for the 4th delivery. Making his way in, Bumrah now. Well bowled, pitched up, well left by Constance. Quicker delivery. One swung through, kept the line. Nice delivery, full. bowling from the other end. So he switched around to the other end here, Bumrah. Just looking at the footage from the first innings. I believe he's now bowling from the Shane Warne end, if memory serves me correct. He switched around, so in the first innings he was at the other end. So now he switched around to this end to see if he can have some more success, even though he had quite a bit of success in the first innings at 3 for 99. Here comes Bumrah again, down to Constas. Flicks it away off the leg, coming back for 2, down 2, fine leg there. And yep, gets 2, runs, comes and gets 2 nicely, quite easily there. Sam Constas, very quick between the wickets. Bit of a rabbit between the wickets there. So Australia move along to none for 4. So no bat involved, that one there. No run off the Constas bat. That was 2 leg buys for Australia. So Constas and Kaiji both on a run each, and just the 2 extras at this stage, 2 leg buys. Now here comes Bumrah for the last delivery to Constas in the first over of the Australian second innings. And Constas comes down the wicket and swipes for that one over mid-wicket, but straight through to the keeper, and that's the end of the over. Well, trying to attack that one again, Constas. And that's the end of the over. Australia now move along to none for 4. So Australia none for 4 after the first over. Leading by 109 runs at the moment. So what are your predictions, guys? Put in the comments below, type in the comments below, like below. Let's have a subscribe or 2, guys, today. Thank you for the new subscribers in the last few days live streams during the test series. Fascinating border Gavaskar Trophy 24-25 at the moment. 1 test to come at the SCG. And from the other end, it will be Akashdeep, who bowled quite well in the first innings, taking 2 for 94. And he will open the bowling from the other end to Usman Khawaja. And he comes deep for the first one. Nice delivery, just rearing up through to the keeper. Well left by Khawaja. So Australia none for 4. Wonderful batting effort from the Australians in the first innings. Steve Smith with a wonderful return to form. 140, 2 centuries, 2 tests in a row for Smudge, as he is affectionately known in Australia. He comes deep, that one on the leg side, swinging down leg side, and Khawaja just plays that one down, flicks it down to fine leg there, and that's another single for Australia. Australia move along to none for 5. Good batting effort from Captain Pat Cummins, the Australian captain, in the first innings as well, coming in at number 8, getting 49, looking like he was going to get his 50 quite easily there for a moment. Was batting quite well, but ended up falling for 49. So good all-round batting performance from Australia in the first innings. And here's Constas on striking out deep for the 3rd delivery of the second over. Deep. Well bowled, straight on middle and off, and a little bit of shape there, a little bit of movement in the air, a little bit of movement off. Well played by Constas, straight down the pitch, and well played, elbow up. Great defence from the teenager. Well played from Sam Constas. So Australia moving along now, none for 5, and deep in again. Here he comes. And this time just outside off, moving away. Constas plays and misses at that one. Straight through to wicket-keeper Pant. Nice delivery there from Akashdeep. Nice shape. Good movement, good lift. Definitely seems to be more lift from this end, as Bumrah did get more lift in the first innings from this end as opposed to the other end. Even though the pitch does look to be quite even, very even, and hasn't worn a lot at all in 4 days, all going into its 4th day today. He comes deep again for the 5th delivery. That one's wider. Constance just punches that one out to deep cover and come around on the boundary there, and that's 2 runs for Sam Constance. Australia moves along to none for 7 now. Constance moving to 3. With the spread field there for Constance. Sharma has a deep third man and a fine deep fine leg as well there. He's deep again, and that one moves and lifts again. It's playing well inside the line there, though that time Constance not really playing missing, but a great delivery from Akashdeep to wrap up the second over. So Australia move along to no wicket, 4-7. So Australia's lead now, 112. Sam Constance has faced 8 deliveries and he's on 3 not out. And Australia, none, 4-7, just the 2 extras this morning. So Bumrah now will be coming in to the veteran Usman Khawaja, Pakistani born and Sydney bred. Here comes Jasper Bumrah now, first ball of the 3rd over. Push that one up, and there's a little bit of movement away, and he's played a miss, but it's quite wide there. So let's look at the pace there. Bumrah bowling at 135.5 kilometres an hour there at the moment, just starting to warm up. Usually, again, when he's at his best, he's up around that high 130s, pushing into the 140s. And some good movement there. Wide delivery, taken way off the pitch. Really moved off the pitch there quite a bit. Scrambled away, and quite a bit of noise there from behind the stumps there as Bumrah in now for the second ball. Another full and wide one, this time cutting back off the pitch. So Bumrah again showing his wares. Getting one ball to move away off the pitch, away, and one now back in. And he is bowling very nicely here, warming up. And look at that bowling average, 19.65 at the moment currently. Sitting nicely at 198 wickets, Jasper Bumrah, just about hit the 200 wicket milestone in Test, which would be fantastic, and you'd think he would get that in this innings. And here he comes again. Pitch that one up again, and just cutting back in to Khawaja off the pitch, swinging back into Pant, taking that down leg side. So yes, Jasper Bumrah about to reach a marvellous Test milestone of 200 Test wickets, which you would bet he would make in this innings, eclipse that milestone in this innings in the form he's in at the moment, averaging in the mid-19s. Absolutely fantastic record from this legendary bowler. And here he comes again, 4th delivery to Khawaja. And that's a bit straighter and a bit fuller, but taking away off the pitch. Like an off cutter and really lifting me off the pitch. So that one just lifting again. Bumrah bringing the ball back in, taking the ball away. Really fantastic bowling from Bumrah at the moment. And big smile from Jasper. And here he comes again for the 5th delivery of the 3rd over. Just drifts down that one down leg side. And Khawaja's played that, and it's went through Jaiswal there at short, fine leg, wide square, or a fine square leg, and he's let a run through there, so that is a single. That's the end of the over. So, was that a catch? Let's see. That was a straightforward catch on the replay. So that was just played straight. He didn't pick it up by the looks of it. I thought it bounced, but he's dropped that. So Jaiswal, an easy catch. Catching high, waist high, drops that one. Well, great field placing from Rohit Sharma, and that's the last ball delivery of the over. Dot ball to Costas. That's the end of the over there. So it's Australia after 3 overs, no wicket for 8. Well, that's one there. Easy catch, right in the midriff, down at the knee height. Easy catch there, just the inside edge. Trying to work it away to the leg side there. Usman Khawaja in a good fielding position from Rohit Sharma, and well, he's put it down, Jaiswal. So that is very, very unfortunate for India at this stage. Could have been 1 for 8. Australia still only 113 runs ahead at this stage. Let's have a look to see if there's any comments, guys. Any comments today so far? Moment. No worries, guys. Subscribe below and go and visit my channel, World of Cricket channel. It's a dedicated cricket channel and plenty of videos and some live streams of the Border Gavaskar Trophy. This is day 4 here live from the MCG, bathed in sunshine, and we are heading into the 4th over of the Australian second innings with Khawaja on strike to Akashdeep. And gets an edge, and that's just fallen short. There we go. The ball finding Jaiswal and Gully there. Virat coming over, and Jaiswal a good slap on the back of encouragement there. Well fielded. That one just edged again, so but straight to the ground and well fielded by Jaiswal on that occasion. Again, yes, Virat coming over and giving me a real good serve of encouragement for that excellent effort after his dropped catch in the last over. Here comes deep again, Australian on for 8. That one just shaping into the leg side again, and Khawaja works it around past square leg there, and they're going to come back for the second, looking for the third, but no, they'll just hang in there for 2 runs. So Australia moving along nicely now at none for 10. So Usman Khawaja looking good on the leg side at the moment, just working the ball away nicely. That's where he's got his runs from in this innings at this stage, just working the ball through to square leg and down to fine leg, and that was a nice shot off the legs there for 2 runs. So here comes deep again for the delivery. And so he just lets that one go through to the keeper there. Well left from Usman Khawaja. So what are your guys' predictions here today? Guys, will India fight back and take some early wickets here? India can get themselves 2 or 3 wickets in this session. That is exactly what they'd be looking for to try and restrict Australia to a lead of something like under 180. With 2 or 3 wickets down, they really need to then start getting some wickets in that second innings, but still a long way to go and a lot of innings left in this test match. And that one just played through to the onside, a quick single taken from Khawaja. And that takes Australia on now to none for 11. No wicket for 11. Australia leading by 116 runs. So a nice little push there. Short and wide of mid-wicket there, and pushed a nice little single. And well run from Costas, the man at non-strike, who's now on strike now for the last ball of Akash Deep's second over. Here comes deep. Straight delivery, he's got the edge. And that's when, again, well, Jaiswal, ball just finding the young man at the moment. Again, similar shot to Khawaja's a few balls previously. Low edge, a real true edge this time, and the ball moved away, and the ball just dropping short this time. But very low, dropping short of Jaiswal there at gully for Costas on this occasion, and that is the end of the over. So no run. Australia after 4 overs in the second innings. No wickets for 11 runs. So shout out today, guys, just repping the Greenacre Bowling Cricket Club Bowling Pigs, the Greenacre Pigs polo from circa 99, and repping so shout out to Steve Tabone and all the lads there at Greenacre Bolo. Not sure if you're still at Greenacre Bolo, all of you. I know a few have moved on. Shane Bryson, I think you're out at Penrith. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Captain Gav. Not sure where you are these days, Gav, but if you see this stream, shout out to you, Gav. Shout out to Eno, the fastest bowler I ever faced, little fella. Oh, gee, was he fast. Anyway, shout out to the Greenacre Pigs, and shout out to the mighty Cronulla Seagulls, the Premiership B5 Premiership winning team from a few years ago. Shout out to all my great teammates in those two very successful seasons there. And there's just a drinks break here at the moment, a little pause in play as looks like Constus just getting some help with something at the change of overs here and having a drink, something wrong with his gloves or something, but have the physio's out there at the moment anyway. Shout out to the Cronulla Seagulls, shout out to all the guys from the team, my brother and wicketkeeper Matt, and his best man at his wedding, Benny, and shout out to all the shout out to all the Indian lads, strong contingent of Indian lads who played there for a couple of seasons, the Kapoor brothers, Dhruv and Bhavish, and shout out to the great vice captain, premiership captain winner, Bidu, shout out Bidu, shout out to Manav Bhatt, how are you, Manav? Hope you're enjoying the cricket there at home today, mate. Go Australia, go India. Who else are we missing? Harry Shastri, shout out Harry. Hope you're enjoying the cricket there, mate. Also, shout out to Bijil Ram, Deepak Kumar, who's lived just down the road here at Miranda. Shout out Deepak and Bijil, and shout out to all the Indian lads there, and shout out to Cronulla Seagulls Cricket Club. Hope they still have a lot of success. And still just waiting for Sam Constus. Just got a bit of a wrap there on the left arm around the top of his, just under the elbow, elbow there, yeah. And so a little bit of a couple of minutes break there, and so Constus just putting his gloves back on now after physio just making his way off the field now. So Constus should be ready now for the next over. As Khawaja is actually on strike to Bumrah, so Bumrah now will come in for the 5th over. And here comes to Khawaja, and that one's a great delivery again, full, hitting the pitch, leaving the batsman, moving away. Great delivery from Mr. Bumrah, bowling fantastically again to start with. And that's a very nice, tasty delivery from Jasprit Bumrah. Just getting the charger going there, guys. Don't lose the stream. Hope everyone's enjoying everyone is enjoying their holiday and their Christmas break, their holiday break here in Australia and around the world. Big shout out to all my friends over there in India. Shout out to all my friends in England and all my friends in New Zealand and the Caribbean. Hope you're all enjoying this live stream here today. Live commentary broadcast stream from the World of Cricket channel. Please enjoy the stream and comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you to all my current subscribers and future subscribers. Hit that subscribe button below. So Bumrah in again, and beats Khawaja, all ends up on that occasion. About to come in now for his 3rd delivery, looking very strong here in the bathed sunshine of the MCG. Here comes Bumrah. That one fuller and beats Khawaja all up. 137.5, yeah. This is when Bumrah is at his best, when he's up around that high 130, just bending his back a bit more, getting a bit more pace. He's bowling a great line of length at the moment. That one was full, and again, moving off the pitch. So this one again, like a leg cutter. No, an off cutter. Basically like an off spinner, but just cutting back and just beating the left hand of Usman Khawaja. All ends up and the Indian slip fielders throw their head back. Here comes Bumrah again. And just straight down the line there, and well played by Usman Khawaja on that occasion, 138 that one. So just again ramping up his pace here, Bumrah, and again critical to the Indian bowling attack and how much gas he has left in the tank today, Bumrah, as he is the world's #1 bowler and India's far and away India's best bowler in this series at the moment, coming in for the 5th delivery now to Usman Khawaja, and that's Fuller and on the stumps, and Khawaja just works that one to mid-wicket, no run. So India slips, fielders clapping their hands, and Virat Kohli just polishing that ball, shining that ball, and getting the ball back down to Bumrah. Khawaja on 6 not out, Constas on 3 not out, and there's 2 extras. It's Australia currently none for 11. 116 is the lead. So last ball of the over, Bumrah straightened down leg side, and a valiant effort down at deep fine leg there by Siraj, but it goes for 4. Just waiting for the call off the bat, whether it was off the bat there. Well played by Khawaja, I believe that one was off the bat. So Australia now moving along now even further, and that takes the Aussies to none for 15 and a lead of 120 with 10 wickets in hand in that one. Yes, coming off the bat, called by the umpire there, 4 runs. Khawaja moves 10 off 20 currently with that 1 boundary, and Sam Constas not out on 3 from 10 deliveries. Australia after the 5th over, no wicket for 15. So Akashdeep on his way in now. And there's an inside something off the first ball, caught by Jaiswal again. Just can't stop finding the ball at the moment, Jaiswal, but that one, I believe, has come off his high off the inside thigh pad and splashed away out there, deep away. Let's have a look at the replay here again. Yeah, it's got through him. That's off the thigh pad, and it's just deviated away out there to Jaiswal, who's taken a nice little handy catch there. So he's got some confidence going there, Jaiswal. Last few fielding positions there at gully after his drop, which is good to see. Nice delivery from Akashdeep first up to Constas. Constas on strike again. He comes deep. He's in, and just well played back forward defensive stroke from Constas down the pitch. No run. So Australia steadily making their way, getting a longer lead, a bigger lead, 120 at the moment. What's your predictions, guys? I believe minimum of 360. I think India, this pitch is, it's giving a bit. It's still a bit there for the bowlers, but it's a good batting pitch, and it's only going to dry out further if it's good weather all day here, which it has been so far at the MCG. So 360 minimum for Australia, I believe. He comes deep again, really bending his back. That one cuts away, leg cutter style, 137.8. Akashdeep that time. That one moving away and beating Constas through to the keeper. So I like this young fellow. Akashdeep has bowled really, really well when he's being called on with the new ball. He's, I think, a better option with the new ball than Siraj at this stage. Siraj probably better when he can get the ball hooping around with some reverse swing when the ball's a little bit older, 25 to 35 overs older. So anyway, deep bowling well here. Here he comes again to Constas, and he's gone for the bouncer, and Constas smacks that one this time. Hook shot, gets a lot of it. Good shot. Constas fine over the keeper's head, Rishabh Pant's head. No hope of a catch there, and that's 4 runs for Constas, and that takes Australia now to none for 19. Constas moves along to 7, his first boundary of the second innings. 1 bounce and in to the picket fences, the advertising hoardings, as it were, down there at fine leg at the MCG. So Positive shot. Here comes deep again. Pitches that one up. Another fine edge through past a diving Jaiswal again in the action, but probably where fourth slip would have been, and that goes down through to a wide third man for a single. And that is another run to the young Australian teenage sensation, Sam Constas. Australia move along to none for 20. Australia's lead right now is 125, guys. So positive start here for Australia. None for 20. Here comes deep again to Khawaja. Nice delivery, really cutting back off the pitch. And Pan taking that well down leg side. And that's the end of the over. Akash Deep with another strong over there, except for the short delivery, which is a little bit wayward, but Australia now. At the end of the sixth over, Australia are none for 20. So Khawaja on a 10 not out, leading the way for Australia at the moment. Sam Constas, the young New South Wales debutant in his second innings, 8 not out. So here comes Bumrah. Then in to Constas. And a fuller, wider one, getting Constas to drive that and coming back off the pitch in between the bat and pad. And again, swinging back off the pitch. He's just lethal off the pitch here. Bumrah, heaps of cutback off, not swing, but just movement off the pitch. Seam, as we would say. He's got the ball in a really nice upright position there, bending the back, seaming it wide of Constas on a good length, getting him into, drawing him into the shot and beating him through the bat and pad. Here he comes again. Constas another full one, fuller, straighter one this time from Bumrah. Well left this time, quite full and straight, not moving off the pitch that one. Luckily for Constas, because that was quite close to the stumps there, but a well left delivery in the end, and that's no run through to Pant. So Australia none for 20. And chirping going on down there from behind the wicket there, from the stump mic, as we can hear over the ABC radio. Thank you for the shout out. And well, Bumrah, he's taken him. He comes in, straight one, cutting back. Constance playing through a nice straight defense, but he's bowled him straight through, and Constance is out. Constance bowled. And a huge roar from the Indian contingent in the crowd. Constance out for 8, bowled. Big whirl again, just some movement off the pitch, was pitched on just outside off stump. It's moved back in to take middle and leg, high up on middle and leg, and there's a big gap between bat and pad for Constas, and Constas out for 8 from 18 deliveries, I believe, or 16 deliveries. So yes, a bit of a gap between bat and pad, and the Australian youngster 8 from 18 with 1-4 out in his second innings for Australia on debut. So not as good as the first innings. It looked quite solid there until that delivery. That was an absolute outstanding delivery from the world's best fast bowler, Jasprit Bumrah. Bumrah just cleaning up Constas there with an absolute fantastic delivery. Australia 1 for 20. Well, Bumrah strikes again early on in the 7th over. There's a comment. Good morning, Steve Tabone. Steve Tabone, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Welcome to the broadcast, the stream here. Good time to join. Constas just out now by fantastic delivery there from the man of the moment for India, Jasprit Bumrah. What a delivery again. So Australia 1 for 20. Welcome to the stream, Stevie. Hope you've had a lovely morning so far and are enjoying the cricket. So welcome everybody, and everybody who hasn't subscribe to the channel, to the World of Cricket channel, please subscribe below and comment on today's play. So here's the new batsman to the crease, Marnus Labuschagne, 1 for 20, and here comes Bumrah. And another ball just outside, up and outside off stump, moving away. Well left, late, Labuschagne, Marnus, very hard South African name to pronounce that one. Back in South Africa, we're not quite sure how we pronounce that one back in South Africa. It would more than likely be Labuschagne, but here in Australia, they say Labuschagne. As right on cue, listening to ABC Radio, one of the Australian commentators just referring to Marnus as Labuschagne. So here he is, Marnus on strike to Bumrah again, and Bumrah just beats him, all ends up just outside off stump. As the cloud coverage starting to just come over now, perfect for the bowling just as we speak. Bathed in sunshine, the replay here a few moments ago of Bumrah getting one through, just taking the top of middle stump basically, knocking both bails off. Constas on his way. Bumrah signalling to the crowd, to the Indian crowd, to get up on their feet and make some noise, and didn't he do a great job there? So I think we'll just refer to Marnus as Marnus from now on, guys. That would be the best port of recoil, I believe. Best way to pronounce a name when you don't know it, let's just call him by his first name. So Marnus, a bit of conjecture from Australian and South African, the Australian and the South African commentators about the name of Marnus. But again, I think we will just stick with Marnus. So that's the end of the over there. Wickets over for a wicket. Was it a wicket maiden, I believe, for Bumrah? Let's have a look there. So the fall of wicket, 1 for 20. Yes, a wicket maiden for Bumrah. Well bowled. Jasprit Bumrah in his fourth over goes to 1 for 7. The young whippersnapper, the young gun of Australian cricket, out for 8. Constas Australia, after 7 overs, are 1 for 20. So Khawaja now, he's looked pretty good. Been beaten a few times early this morning, but working the ball well away on leg side, except for the one that, well, sitter to Jaiswal only a few overs ago. But here comes Akash Deep, none for 11. He's after 3 overs. He's into his 4th over now here. So let's see if Deep can get. They've got a short fine legging here in the catching position here. Let's see what Deep can do. Just outside off stump and moving away to the keeper, Pant. So it's been a pretty good start from India here with the ball. Not too bad a start from Australia, but just losing that wicket now, putting Australia under a little bit of pressure early. Another wicket or two, if we were to lose another wicket or two now, would be in quite a bit of trouble, as the lead at the moment is only 125. So 125 the lead for Australia. India just changing the field around again here. Virat Kohli going down to have a word with Deep, and probably going to field there at mid-off. Just changing with the other fielder who went into another short, another catching position here on the mid-side, the mid-wicket here. No ramp shots today, Stevie, from the young gun Sam. Not really any balls there to ramp, was there? It was too good bowling from some great bowling from the legendary bowler that he is becoming, Mr. Jasprit Bumrah, who coincidentally moves along to his 199th Test wicket, just the 1 wicket away now from passing that 200 Test wicket milestone. Great bowling from Bumrah early on, and some able backup from Akash Deep at the moment. And yes, Virat just having another word in Akash's ear. He comes again, pitching that one up fuller and swinging back as Khawaja just plays that one just out to short mid wicket there. No run. So no run again for the Australians, no run for Khawaja. 3 deliveries in a row here, and looking quite circumspect here against this tough bowling. I think they've got their lengths pretty much right here, India. Fuller length today than they bowled in the first innings, but still quite a bit of movement off the pitch and having a little bit of trouble just getting their lines right. A little bit wider on a second or a third outside off stump pitch for Akashdeep and bringing that ball back in. And I think that's the dangerous delivery from Akashdeep because he is looking quite good at the moment. Do I think it's Khawaja's last series, Steve? Steve, I don't know, mate. I'm not convinced yet at this stage. As Deep gets that one through again, a little bit fuller, a bit wider. Again, that's the length I'd be looking for, the driving length there from Deep, but a little bit too wide. So again, the line is either a little bit too tight to the pads and the stumps, or the line is a little bit wide. So just got to get his line a little bit straighter here, Deep. To answer your question and have a little bit of a workshop on that one, Steve, I think Khawaja is good enough to stay on until the end of the World Test Championship cycle and has deserved his place, even though his runs over the last year or so have been declining and his average is not great. I believe he's done enough over the last few years and led us to some good wins and batted well. You know, he's not really the best batsman in the world 2 years ago. Test cricket, I believe he deserves to see up this cycle, go to Sri Lanka for 2 tests, World Test final, World Test Championship final. Does he move on before or after West Indies or before the Ashes? Let's see how he goes. If he goes and scores some runs in Sri Lanka and in the World Test Championship and then stays on West Indies, can he stay on for the Ashes? He can. And then that would be a great way for him to maybe bow out after an Ashes series, I believe, if we can win another Ashes. But yeah, in May, there is talk. There does seem to be some talk in the journalistic, the electronic media in Australia that he may well pull up stumps, as it were, and retire after the Sydney Test. I mean, it could be a great farewell if Australia were to win the Test series and maybe pull out the series with a series win at the SCG. Sorry, should I say? In Sydney, where it's his like adopted hometown from coming over from Pakistan as a very young man of 2 or 3, I believe he was, settled in Sydney. I believe if we were to win, that may be what would sway him to retire and call stumps on his career. But I believe he's got enough left in the tank. And I think to be a mentor to a Constas who's just come into the team, I wouldn't want to see him leaving after 2 tests. I'd like to see him stay and mentor him overseas, back home, at least for a couple more series yet. So let's see what the call is. A very good question, Steve. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the comment, Stephen. Thank you always for supporting the channel, mate. Thank you for supporting World of Cricket channel. And thank you for the comment. Great stuff. Thank you for the question. Brings up some great conversation. Will Usman Khawaja stick around for 1 more or 2 more? Or will he stick around for any more Test series after Sydney next week for the 5th Test? So Khawaja on strike again now to Bumrah. Just letting that one go through in the first ball. Australia currently 1 for 21. And here comes Bumrah for the second delivery to Khawaja. And he plays and drives straight at that one and plays and misses. Very attacking stroke from Khawaja, but playing and missing. Again, just moving away off the pitch. Bumrah, he'll either move it in off the pitch or away. It's just continuous seam movement from this man. It's all just in the slight variations in his wrist position and slight variations in the way he's holding the seam and projecting the seam. It's just all slight variations that makes him so hard to play. Rohit Sharma now putting in 2 attacking fielders right on Khawaja's hip here. One at silly mid on and one just back of silly mid on. So that one played through to offside to short point there. No run from Khawaja. Let's just have a look at Mitch Marsh. Yeah, still can't figure out why Mitch Marsh is in the team. Well, if he was bowling more and had been fitter previously going into this test, I would say still keep him in there until we get Greeny back, because Greeny, Cameron Green's just had, major back surgery not long ago and is rehabilitating. So I don't think he's going to be back for at least 3 to 6 months, if not longer. So we need some sort of all-round presence in the team. He's not doing much, but I don't think we have a great deal of options, Steve. He's not doing much really, but I believe that Bo Webster, who's probably next in line as a. Yeah, we'll bring back Green, like I said, mate, but he's injured at the moment. So as soon as he's fit and ready to go, he'll be back in the team, there's no doubt. But yeah, I think Bo Webster from Tasmania is the next in line, and he looks like a promising talent and has done well at Sheffield shooter level for a number of years. But again, he's untested at this type of level. I wouldn't bring him into this type of heated test cauldron, even at this stage, late in the series. Too many changes in the team can be disruptive. I believe 1, 2 changes at most, like Australia's had for this test match with Constas and Boland coming in. Boland coming in because of necessary change through Hazelwood injury. But yeah, excessive team changes need to be done in between the start and end of series. And yeah, why did the selectors drop McSweeney? Very unfortunate. But we brought in Constas. Time will tell with who's the better choice out of those guys, as I believe McSweeney should probably be back into the test squad for the upcoming Sri Lankan series as a backup batsman. I can't see why he wouldn't be. And he may come into the team if Marsh is still in no type of form in the last test for Australia and this last innings he has here and the other last 2 innings at Sydney. If he's still in no form, maybe they still take him, but they drop him and they bring in McSweeney as first drop. Labuschagne, Marnus back at second drop, or he might drop to 5. I mean, hard to say. I'm not going to. You wouldn't move Smith at the moment. You wouldn't move Head. So 4 and 5 are pretty locked in. Maybe McSweeney could come in at number 6. There's some history of a lot of younger Australian batsmen, like in the early 80s. I remember Steve Waugh and guys like that coming in, and they batted lower down until they got their bearings in Test cricket for a year or two. I think Steve Waugh might have even debuted at number 7. So, yeah, it's a hard one. Marsh, he needs to do something. He needs to get some runs in this innings. He needs to get some runs in Sydney. He needs to take a wicket or 2. He's fielded well, but it's more than just being he's definitely not a specialist fielder, so he needs to be more than just a fielder. But anyway, good question. We'll see what happens with the future of the Australian cricket team, and the better we get Cameron Green back in there, the sooner we get Cameron Green back in, the better. And that is the end of the over from Boomer in Australia. Still just pushing along here. It's nothing doing really. 1 for 23 for Australia at the moment as Akashdeep comes in the first delivery to Marnus Labuschagne. And it's footage here of Steve Smith earlier in the nets, just practicing his pull shots. So his forward pull shots, his attacking pull shots. So are we going to see an attacking Steve Smith again here today? Probably more attacking than usual in the first innings. He did hit a couple of sixes, which is very unlike Smith. He's not a huge 6-hitter in Test cricket in particular. And here comes Akashdeep again. Second delivery to Marnus. And it's just on the leg side. He's just pushed that through to mid-wicket, and that's no run there for Marnus. Australia still sitting on 1 for 23. And a lead at the moment of 128 runs. So very slowly crawling along here, Australia. Probably 250 runs minimum short, I would say. Easy 200 run short. We need to be at least 330, I would say, to make a game of it, because India could quite easily trace that down. So 250 minimum for Australia here we need, I'd say. So a long way off that at the moment. A lot of cricket to come. And that's another nice delivery, just left by Marnus over the top of over the top of off stump. Nice delivery from Akashdeep there. Well left by Marnus. And another comment there, Smith to get his 10,000 runs in Sydney and score double 100. Well, I think he's only what? So 140, I think he's roughly 55, 56 runs off. I'm not exactly sure. Someone might be able to do the Google search, might be able to do a Google search for us there, Steve. I think he's only 51 runs. Okay, there you go. So 50 run, one. I mean, way better in the first innings. You wouldn't be surprised if he got that today. I think there's a good chance he goes out and gets a good 60 or a good attacking 80 today. That would be my prediction, and that he can pass 10,000 runs today. I believe that you're in good company there as a pundit, Steve. Kerry O'Keefe, I believe, during some of the rained out sessions of the last test, the third test there, I believe Kerry O'Keefe, the ex-Australian leg spinner and current larrikin commentator, predicted that Smith was due for a double hundred. So I think that was his chance, though, in the first innings. I think that was Smith's double hundred. I can't see him coming out and getting the double hundred, but hey, if you get it right, then that's a great prediction. And if you do get it right, then you should join me for live commentary, because maybe you should be running the stream, mate, not me. You can be the lead commentator. I'll be your colour commentator, as it were. And so what was the last comment you said there, mate? I just jinxing for a duck, yeah. So it's either going to be a duck or 86, 89, I reckon. 68, something like that. And that's what he's going to get. Anyway, here we are. So Australia still can't get off the strike here with Marnus. 128 run lead, and Marnus now playing and missing continually. He's just played and missed two balls in a row straight through, and that's the end of the over. So another maiden for India. Well bowled, Akashdeep. Australia 1 for 23, and we're going to have a drinks break here at the World of Cricket channel. Thank you for everyone for joining the World of Cricket channel so far for this morning's stream live from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's been an interesting morning's play so far. India on top, Australia crawling along, and it's day 4 here, session 1 at the MCG. The current batsman, Usman Khawaja, 12 not out, and Labuschagne, 1 not out, and Australia crawling along at 1 for 23. So the World of Cricket channel will be right back after this short break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Cricket channel for this live broadcast, live stream of Australia, India, MCG Day 4. First session, Australia batting at the moment, and no change at the moment in the proceedings. It is Australia 1 for 23 at the moment. So Australia just finding it really hard at the moment to get off the mark, and to get some on the board, should I say. Very difficult indeed. And it's 1 for 23, deep, and Bumrah bowling fantastically at the moment. And Deep is none for 12 in his 7th over at the moment. And so Australia still with that 128 run lead. 1 for 23. Manus, 1 run, 12 balls, finding it very difficult to get off the mark again, similar as he was doing earlier in the Test series, where he seemed to have turned that around in the last 2 innings, but he's back to his old ways here, leaving the balls go. Very good bowling, I must say. That one from Akash Deep down leg side and played by Manus down to fine leg for a single. So Australia finally getting another run on the board. And it's Australia 1 for 24. Manus goes to 2 not out. So yeah, very tight bowling here at the moment from this pair of Bumrah and Deep. Bowling very tight indeed. And Manus Labuschagne, Labuschagne, whatever you'd like to call him, South African or Australian English pronunciation, struggling here early on. Khawaja, he's on strike now to Akash Deep as he comes in around the wicket and just plays that one down, back down the pitch. Defensive stroke, no run. So India looking good at the moment, bowling very, very tight, keeping it tight. Some quite attacking fields from Rohit Sharma. It's probably the most proactive I've seen Rohit Sharma during this Test series as a captain for India. I believe he's been very lacking in the tactical and technical department of his field placements during the first 3 tests. But this Test match, first innings still wasn't great, but better. Now this one seems to be attacking more, and that's what India need. India needs to attack here to take more wickets to stop Australia's lead, basically. So he comes Deep again around the wicket and just played it to mid-on. Yeah, so Deep bowling well. Bumrah bowling very, very well. Bumrah sitting at 199 wickets at the moment. 1 wicket off the 200 Test mark for India in Tests, which is a lovely milestone for Mr. Bumrah, which surely is not too far away the way Manus is batting at the moment. So last ball coming up here in the 12th over. Australia 1 for 24, Deep, Fuller, and just ball played back down the pitch by Khawaja. So that's the end of the over, and that is Australia after 12 overs are currently 1 for 24. So a huge shout out to, just give it, as you guys might have noticed, just had a bit of a wardrobe change here. Huge shout out to Kingsgrove Sports Store, Kingsgrove Sports Centre, over there in Kingsgrove in Sydney's South, Sydney's St George area. I've just got to say straight up now, I don't have any product placement or any sponsors at all. Not sponsored by Kingsgrove Sports, but having bought quite a bit of my cricket gear right back to the 1980s over at Kingsgrove. Just want to give them a big shout out. Got this training cap here from quite a few years back. Harry Solomons and the Solomons family over there. Just legendary family, having opened in the early 80s, I believe, maybe even earlier, because I remember buying some gear there way back in 1984, 85. We're talking 40 years ago. So they're the best cricket supplier. You want your cricket bats, you want your cricket pads, your gear, you want professional service, you want your bat knocked in, go and see Harry over there at Kingsgrove Sports Centre at Kingsgrove. Free product placement, free sponsorship. There we go. Let's have it going. Anyone, if you haven't even been to Kingsgrove Sports Centre, go and check it out in Sydney South and St George area, just up the road from Hurstville. Great store. So you're going to get your best stuff from all over Australia and all over the world. Kingsgrove Sports Centre. Go get them now. So here we go, guys. Back to the cricket. A bit of a shameless plug there for Kingsgrove Sports Centre, and it is Siraj now into the attack for India. To Khawaja, and he just lays into that one off the back foot, plugs that one through past point, and they're going to come back for 3, are they? Or, yes, 3 runs for Usman Khawaja. So Siraj into the attack for the Indians, and straight away lets off the pressure with 3 runs to Usman Khawaja, who moves along to 15 from 42 deliveries. Australia now 1 for 30. So Bumrah having really kept the clamps on and kept it tight for India this morning. Really don't want to be let down by some loose bowling here from Mohammad Siraj, who, well, I believe he got none for 122 in the first innings. So scored a century, did Mohammad, but not the century you're after as a cricketer. And bowls that one and just patted away to square leg there by Marnus, who's on strike now. No run. So those overcast conditions coming and going now at the MCG here, even though it was beautifully bathed in sunshine for the first, hour and a bit of play. The last half an hour or so, last 15 to 20 minutes, we've got a whole blanket of that white cloud coverage across, coming in and out of the sun's direction here to cover up this glorious outfield at the MCG. Just as I speak, sun pops back out again. Typical Melbourne weather. You cannot pick it. Sunny one day and raining the next. I don't believe that is the saying, but nevertheless, Marnus works that one down leg side, down to deep wide fine leg for 2. So 2 more runs for Australia. So when Australia was looking super tied down and not looking like they could score a run, Mohammad Siraj comes in and, well, just lets the pressure off. 5 runs already in the first 4 balls from Mohammad Siraj. Australia move along to 1 for 32. Marnus on strike again. Full one, well played. Nice delivery from Siraj. Full and straight on middle and off. 129.5 K. So just up that around that 130 kilometre and mile hour pace from Siraj. So Slip's called the think tank of the Indian team here. Kohli, Sharma, Rahul, Pant, all having animated discussions behind the wicket there. And that one's played to square leg and well fielded by Washington Sundar for a dot ball. That is the end of the over as drinks come onto the field. India 1 for 32. So Australia after 13. Australia. Let's try that again. Australia 1 for 32. So after 13 overs, Australia 1 for 32 here. Marnus just got a couple of runs there. 5 runs that over, goes to 7 not out, and Usman Khawaja doing a decent job at the other end, defending stoutly on 15 not out. Just want to thank and welcome all the watchers today, all the audience. Thanks so much for joining. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe below. Like the video today, subscribe to the video, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining the live stream broadcast today. And we hope you're enjoying it. Australia, India tied at 1-1 in this fascinating test series. And a lot riding on today's play and tomorrow's play. But today, really moving day here, day 4 at the MCG. And, well, let's have a look at the bowling figures for India in this second innings as the teams are on a short drinks break here. The world's best fast bowler at the moment, Jasprit Bumrah, 5 overs, 1 maiden, 1 wicket for 9 runs, an economy rate of 1.8. Bowling very tight there. The world's best quickie at the moment. From the other end, bowled very, very well. as an able backup for Jasprit was Akash Deep. He's currently sitting at 6 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 13 runs, none for 13. Economy rate of 2.17, so very economical there as well from Akash Deep. Bowled some fiery deliveries and got the Australian batters to play and miss quite often there. And Mohammad Siraj has just had the second over now, 2 overs, his first over being a maiden. So he just let the pressure off after that first over there from himself. On that second over there from Mohammad Siraj, he is 2 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 8 runs, none for 8, with an economy rate of 4.0. So the Indians need to keep the foot on the pedal, their foot on the Australians' neck here in terms of bowling tight. Australia's lead now currently up to 137 here early on day 4 during session 1 here. Earlier start to play this morning. This play got underway at 10 a.m. this morning, so we are coming up to lunch break. I believe it's an extended lunch break through to 12:30, so we still have about 55 minutes of play left here on day 4 in the first morning session. So just during the drinks break here, the cameras peeled in on the Indian huddle here during the drinks break, and Captain Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah having a real animated discussion here now. Virat Kohli just laying down the law again as they are in a circle here, the Indians trying to work out what their tactics are going to be to continue to take some wickets and get some more inroads into this Australian batting lineup here today. There's Australia during their drinks break, and Marnus Labuschagne taping up his bat here. He's only been in for 10 overs or so. He's hardly put a bat on ball, but he needs to tape up his bat and waste some more time. Okay, thank you, Marnus. That might be a South African tradition, mate. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, back to the cricket. Jasprit Bumrah there, just having a bit of a laugh with the umpires. They're walking back to the marks for the next over. We're currently sitting on 13 overs, 14 overs coming up, 14th over coming up, which Virat and Sharma are still discussing who is going to be bowling. We haven't seen who's taking the ball here just after the short drinks break. I would be inclined to get Jadeja on from one end pretty much all day. I believe Jadeja is the key here. He's the man likely to take 4 or 5 in a day's play and really bring the Indians back into this match here. And he, as I say that, he's actually talking, Sharma, the captain, talking very animatedly again with Jadeja just as I speak, but he has not got the ball yet. Steve, some tension in that Indian squad, I feel. Yeah, Steve Tabone, yes, thanks for the comment there, mate. Yeah, a bit of tension. I think they're probably all at loggerheads about what tactics to go with. And as we know, Virat Kohli is a very strong personality in the team, so he's going to have a say. He's going to have his say regardless, and I believe the man that Sharma relies on the most in the team for the DRS calls and etc. and tactics is Pant behind the wicket there as they stand at first, slip and a wicket keeper. So, there's a lot of strong personalities there with strong opinions. They just need to come together to get these Australians out. They really do. So first ball there, Akash Deep still operating from this end here. Australia leading by 137 currently. India bowled out for 369 earlier this morning as Akash Deep went for a big tonk over mid on and was caught on the deep by Mitchell Starc off the bowling of Nathan Lyon early this morning. India all out for 369 as Deep coming in now for the third delivery in this over. Around the wicket, just wide of off stump. Khawaja playing and missing a cut, playing over the top of that through to the keeper. So attacking play and shot there from Khawaja, but just playing over the top of it as the ball again cutting in. And the Indian team with Rohit Sharma again employing this double leg side close in man theory, a man at silly mid on and a man just under the lid there, just backward of that, silly short long on, or silly short long on, something like that. The two men on the under the lids there, as we call them in Australia, and they're just not bowling short enough though at this stage with that type of theory. I don't think. Akash Deep, they're looking to try and get Usman Khawaja to push one off the hip, but they're just not getting the ball to rear up under the elbow at this stage. Just bowling just the ball just dying a little bit on this pitch at the moment. And here's Khawaja, clips that one, pulls that one away, out to mid-wicket for 4. Great shot from Usman Khawaja, just breaking the shackles there. Wonderful shots. No fielders out there at deep mid-wicket, and that's 4 runs to Usman Khawaja. Australia moving along now with that 4, just breaking the shackles a little bit there. Just a bit short of a length. Well played by Usman Khawaja, just taking off the back foot, playing deep into his crease and smashing that one well away over mid-wicket. Couple of bounces into the rope for 4. Khawaja now moves along to 19. Australia 1 for 36. Deep, full of ball, just pushed away to cover there to Jadeja, who's in like a panther, and that is the end of the over. Dot ball. That is the end of the over. Australia now moving along to 1 for 36. So Australia's lead now up to 141 runs at the moment. Approximately 49 minutes of play till the scheduled lunch break, if I've got the scheduled lunch break correct, which I believe is at 12:30 today, with an extra half an hour extended morning's play. Scheduled play generally without the rain delays yesterday is supposed to be 10:30, but they brought the morning's play through till 10 a.m. this morning, so scheduled lunch break should be at 12:30 Melbourne and Sydney Eastern Standard Time, which would be in approximately 48 minutes time. So first ball now in from Siraj. Play that one. It's Marnus with a thick edge, but just dropping short of Virat Kohli there in at a wide third slip. So thick edge, but dropped the hands there, played it down a little bit. And Siraj just, again, looking quite frustrated, as he usually does, Mohammad Siraj, looking like he's short of a wicket, which he was in the first innings, none for 122, I believe, in the first innings for India's fast bowling star, Mohammad Siraj, and in he comes again. And he's got that one to cut away wide and full as Usman Khawaja plays a very loose shot way away from his body and just nothing in that one. Missed the ball by about 6 inches there, Usman Khawaja. So very, very loose shot there from Usman. Australia 1 for 37 currently. In the 15th over at the moment. Khawaja 19, Marnus on 8. Siraj, full of ball, nice delivery. Khawaja just lets that one go through to the keeper, dot ball. So MCG again, sun is out, it's bright, bathed in sunshine, but then MCG, the mighty Melbourne Cricket Ground. So Khawaja to face up again to Mohammad Siraj for the 4th delivery in this over. Here he comes. Siraj just lets that one bowls that full and wide-ish again. Bit of movement off the pitch. Khawaja just easily letting that one go through again to the keeper. No run. So Australia quite slow this morning compared to their run rate in the first innings, which was up around, I'm not exactly sure, but they were going at 4.5 at some stage during the first innings. So at the moment, 15 overs, they're going at just around 2.5 and over. So the standard scoring rate in Test cricket around 2.3, 2.4 runs per over. Siraj again, well, that one's keeping low, and that kept low and moved again, and Khawaja playing and missing. So the ball really keeping low at one end and some bounce at the other end. I've noticed with this pitch is uneven bounce from either end. It's not exactly uneven, but the end that Bumrah bowled from this morning and Siraj is bowling from now is definitely keeping lower, and the end that Akashdeep is bowling from is definitely, again, you have to bend your back, but there is some more take and some more lift off the pitch. So these pitchers playing a tale of two ends at the moment. Probably fairly difficult to bat in these conditions with the pitch really playing slightly different at either end when you're on strike from one end to the other. Tough at the moment, and great bowling from India at the moment. That was a much better over from Siraj. Dot ball. Khawaja plays it out. End of the over. Australia, 1 for 37. So 15 overs gone now for Australia. And that's 1 for 37. Uzi, the people's champion, 19 not out of 53 deliveries. Marnus, 8 off 19 deliveries. Just the 2 boundaries for Usman Khawaja. Strike rate for Usman at the moment, 35.85, and Marnus 42.11, going along at the usual type of slow test grinding pace at the moment. And as I speak, it is now Jasprit Bumrah now reintroduced into the attack, swinging around to come back in from the end that he opened the bowling from and bowled most of his overs from in the first innings of the test. So lovely sun out now for Australia and the MCG, and for Indian team to bowl into some great conditions out here for Test cricket. Absolute picturesque day here. Crowd building up. I believe, not 100% sure what the crowd is at the moment, somewhere around the 20, 25, 30,000, and will probably build up during the day. And here's Bumrah now, back into the attack, first delivery of his new spell. And beats Marnus, all ends up. So, first delivery, again, just that, exactly what I was saying in between the change of overs there. He's switched around and he's got that bounce that really didn't take off huge, but there's some venom in this pitch. Definitely took off. Going up against Marnus playing forward and beating the top of his bat and up into the bat handle quite easily, playing and missing, and yeah, there's definite more bounce and venom in this end for the bowlers for India. So Jadeja should be coming in from Siraj's end, is what I would say if Rohit Sharma was listening to me right now. And here comes Bumrah, second ball of the over. Just a bit of a fuller one. Marnus just a forward defensive prod, just down past mid off there, and they come back for the second. So 2 runs to Marnus there. Australia forge ahead to 1 for 39 in the 16th over, and the Australian lead now looking better by the moment, by the over. 144 at the moment, Australia's lead. Again, I think Australia really needing another 220, 230, 240 to be very, not sure, but to be feeling safe. And if they bowl well, there's a game on. So here comes Bumrah again. 3 slips and just beats Marnus again. All ends up. The slip couldn't go up as one. Beautiful bowling here from Jasprit Bumrah. His conditioning must be A1, because after the amount of bowling spells he had in the first innings, I believe it was 9, and he's now into his second spell in the second innings. This will be his 11th bowling spell in the test match so far. His conditioning must be top-notch, A+, because he doesn't look phased at all, and he's bowling quick and he's bowling well as per usual into his 7th over at the moment. Sorry, into his 6th over at the moment. Here comes Bumrah again. That one just onto the pads. Oh, they've gone up. He's played forward and looking to play that into the leg side of mid-wicket. He sort of leaned across the line there to mid-wicket, middle stump, off stump there, and the team, Rowett and Jasper, just coming together. DRS is running out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, they're not going to go for the DRS third review there. He's going down leg side, pitching outside off stump. Yeah, missing leg, I'd say probably by about 3 to 4 inches there. About 3/4 of the way up the stumps though. It was worth a shout, but not pitching in line, not hitting a line and going outside stumps here. Let's have a look here. Pitching outside, pitching in line, they're saying, but missing wickets. So yeah, 2 of the 3. That was missing, like I said, 4 to 6 inches. No run. And here comes Boomer again. Another straight delivery, and well, a bit of a dodgy defense there from Manus, but a dot ball playing that one out to the short cover. Now Manus just on his haunches having a look at something here in the last 1 ball to go. Have a look at his pads here. Something wrong with his pads, tighten them up with a ball to go. I think a bit of sportsmanship here for Manus. 1 ball to go in the over. And I think he's just trying to slow Jasprit Bumrah down here as he has got a real head of steam. Here we go, last ball the over. And he's hit him again on the pads, and Manus goes down. That one down the leg side though. Not much of an appeal there from the Indian team, that one. And that's the end of the over as well. Manus looking in all sorts of trouble there. 2 deliveries in a row from Jasper Bumrah, looking really, really good. Trying to wrap him on the pads. Well, wrapped him on the pads twice. And that is the end of the over. 16 overs gone. Australian second innings, 16 overs down. 1 down for 39. 1 for 39. So Australia's lead here currently stagnating there as Bumrah comes back on at 144. So I wonder what tactics and how long it will take before Rohit Sharma brings Jadeja into the attack from the other end. That would be my preferred option at this stage. Bumrah and the quicks from this end that they have just bowled from, the end with the venom, and the flatter end we will get the spin going with Sundar and Jadeja. So thanks for everyone joining the live stream and the broadcast today, live from Sydney here in the studio and doing the broadcast. Thank you to Channel 7 for the pictures of the live feed from the MCG, and on the radio and AM, shout out to ABC Radio for some sounds and some stats behind the stream here today. Thanks very much. Shout out to all my people who have subscribed and have joined the live stream today. Thanks so much. We'll be going through to the lunch break today, which will be at least another 40 odd minutes, 38 odd minutes before the lunch break, and we may be back for the 3rd session later today, or if not, a session tomorrow for the final day's play. So thanks again, everyone who's joined me to join the live stream, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you. Subscribe again if you haven't. Hit that subscribe button and go to our channel and check out the videos and like the videos and enjoy the videos. Plenty of content there for you guys. And thanks again for joining the live broadcast. Here's Siraj for the 3rd delivery now of his over, and to Khawaja, who just pulls that one through to mid-wicket, no run. So Australia, 1 for 39 in the 17th over. Lead 144. India out for 369 early this morning. And just checking the comments here. Virat trying to be the boss. Yeah, well, Virat always tries to be the boss. He's not even the captain. Is he even the vice captain anymore, Stevie? I don't know, mate. Nice comment. I'm not sure, but I mean, you have to listen to what he's got to say. He's an experienced player, but he does get very fired up. And does his emotions get the better of him? Well, I think they do, as we saw on the live play the day before, on day one against on day one of play against Mr. Constance, and Rowan looks frustrated with Virat and Jadeja. Yeah, I think Jadeja wants to have a bowl, and I don't blame him. Khawaja's footwork still looks a bit off at the moment on the fuller length. He's stuck in the mud. Yeah, thanks for the comment there, Stevie. His feet, yeah, his foot isn't great at the moment. It's okay, but yeah, he's not getting out to the as we see on that ball where he's just played and missed there. It's a very good timing, lovely segue into his footwork there, Steve. He's not getting to the pitch of the ball, and he's not moving his feet quickly enough. And that's definitely something you get as you get older, from all accounts, and from what I've seen with Test cricket batters and batting myself when I got older. As you hit those late 30s, your eyesight is not as quick to pick up the ball, and your footwork is not as quick. And they're the two things that really get you around batting quickly and being precise with your defence or attack. You know, as we know, when you're batting out there, it's very short time. What is it, a third of a second or something, or 0.003 of a second of something. By the time the bowler releases the ball, by the time you've got to make a decision. So you need your feet working, and you need to be light on your toes, and you need your eyes to be working. Those things go as you get older. But anyway, he's just pushed another one out to point cover there, and for a single. So pushing along, Khawaja, nevertheless still staying alive. Australia 1 for 40. Marnus strike here for the last ball of this Siraj over, and pitches that one up, and just defending that one back down to mid on, and that is the end of the over. So just the one run for the over there for Australia, and Australia after 17 overs are currently 1 for 40. So Australia creeping along here, leading at the moment by 145 runs. Rogers coming back into the attack from the last over, and he's currently 6 overs, 1 for 11. Siraj has tightened up a bit with his last 2 overs. Currently 4 overs, none for 10, 1 maiden, and deep 7 overs, none for 17, 1 maiden as well. So here comes Bumrah in again now for his 7th over. The lead 145. Bumrah 1 for 11, 7th over coming up, which has got the 2 extras, 2 sundries as it were, old English term for cricket, extras, which was I believe 2 leg byes earlier this morning. So here's Bumrah now, first ball of his new over. Australia 1 for 40 into Khawaja. And that one straight on line. Khawaja defending back to mid on. So the field now for Khawaja, we've got a leg slip in and 2 slips, I believe, and a gully. So let's see what Bumrah can come up with here. Yes, 2 tight slips, very tight. Virat Kohli in there at 2nd slip, and then a very wide 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th slip, or a very tight gully, very fine gully there. So Australia, current run rate of 2.33, 1 for 40. Bumrah, Fuller gets the edge of Khawaja along the ground in between point and gully, and cleaned up there very quickly by fantastic fielding by Jadeja, and they just get through for the single. So that's 1 run for Usman Khawaja. So the lead now 146 for Australia, 1 for 41 in the second innings here. Khawaja moving steadily along to 21 not out, with Marnus on 10 not out at the other end, and just about to take strike right now to Bumrah. Bumrah in, and gets Marnus on the pads again. They go up into a huge appeal. Looking like that's cutting back through the leg again. I think that's very close to taking out leg stump there. Not too high. I believe that's only about 3/4 of the way up. Marnus again falling forward. Has he got spikes on out there, or has he got rubbers on? Because that's the second or third time in the last 2 overs facing Bumrah that he's fallen forward defending a delivery. So I'm not sure if he's got his spikes on the bottom of his cricket shoes, or he's just using rubber soles out there, or rubber spikes as it were, because he's fallen over forward again, clumsily, going to the DRS. That's moving back towards leg stump at a big rate, but that's hitting in line. I believe that's hitting in line. It's pitched in line, and it's just whether it's going to go over the top here. It is lifting, and it's going high over. I don't know if it's going to go just over leg stump, or it's probably going to take the top of leg stump out here. Hasn't hit him too high, just above the knee roll. Minus Labushkapny, not a super tall man. It's pitched outside off. It's hitting in line. And it's umpire's call. And it's just DRS is showing that it's literally missing the top of leg stump by millimeters. Absolutely millimeters. So not out. Not out that one. DRS turned down and they've lost a review there. India. So that is literally millimeters away from taking the top of leg stump. Let's have a look at the replay again. Pitching well outside of, but the impact was in line, but it was missing the top of leg stump by literally 2 millimeters. So here's Bumrah again. Fuller, an outside off stump. Marnus playing through the covers, flashing at that one, playing missing. Well, Bumrah's just got into Marnus's mind here. Marnus doesn't know what to do to attack, defend, fall over. He's really got no idea at the moment against this tight and wonderful bowling from Jasprit Bumrah. That's probably the first ball I've seen of his all day that just went straight on. He's put it right in the spot for him to drive. Marnus has missed it, and there was no deviation straight through to keeper pan. Here comes Bumrah for his 5th delivery of this over. Australia 1 for 41. Another straight one. Playing and sort of falling forward again, but better defense this time. Better defensive stroke from Marnus. Falling forward again, but much more confident on this occasion. So India just turning the screws here with the bowling from this fantastic opening medium fast bowler, Jasprit Bumrah. His last delivery coming up for his 7th over. Australia 1 for 41. What has he got for Marnus this time? And in he comes. Let's pitch it up. Marnus plays that one through mid-wicket, through the gap there. Back for 2. They're going to be looking for 3 on the arm, though. Yeah, it looks like they make it. No, they just called it for 2. So that's the end of the over. Nice shot. Better positive attacking shot off the front foot there from Marnus for 2 for the over. 2 off the last ball, the over there for Marnus Labushkapny off Jasprit Bumrah. And the Australians now, after 18 overs, Australia move along to 1 for 43. So Australia's lead up to 148 at the moment, just steadily pulsating along there. If we can get that lead, every milestone along the way is what you're looking for. So we really want 150 now and lead to hit 200, 250, 300, etc., etc. And it is slowly getting that way. But we do need to put our foot down at some stage because the test is only one more day left after today's play, day 4. So here we go, Siraj again, coming in live from the MCG to Usman Khawaja. And that one's wrapped him on the pads low. He might have got an inside edge there. Yes, inside edge off the low off the pads, just going outside off stump, I believe. Let's have a look at that replay. Not much of no appeal there, so there must be some sort of edge. Let's look at the close up. Scramble seam, yeah, big inside edge from Usman Khawaja back onto the pads, and just away there to short point cover. So Siraj now in again, second delivery of his 5th over, none for 10 at the moment. Siraj full. Khawaja, get the feet moving a little bit better there, and so not really playing forward or back on that one, which is the problem for any batsman against fast bowlers or medium fast bowlers, is not playing forward, not being back. You're in no man's land, as I think, well, Tony Grigg used to call it. He's in no man's land, isn't he? He's in no man's land. Well, he's in no man's land there. And that's where you're going to get an edge. That's where you're going to get LBW. So he's got to get his feet moving, his footwork moving there. Usman Khawaja, he's either got to be playing forward or back. Here's Siraj again, third delivery of the over. Wide and full, taking Rishabh Pant wide out in front of Rohit Sharma there at first slip. So that's a dot ball. Australia still 1 for 43. As the sun again comes out, this bathing this wonderful Melbourne cricket ground. So Bumrah just taking a sip of some Gatorade down there at fine leg during his little break in between bowling during Siraj's over here. And Siraj still none for 10, bowling much better in the last 3 overs. Here he is in his 4th delivery of the over. Nice and on line, just outside off stump. Well played defensive delivery again by Usman, just a little bit in no man's land, but just defending away to short cover there. So no score further. The crowd still building up here at the MCG. Most of the lower deck full here at the MCG. Most of the middle and upper decks still with a lot of space to come for the crowd to file in. Maybe after lunch we might get another 5,000 to 10,000 during the rest of the day's play as the day goes on. So here comes Siraj again, 5th ball of this over. In. And he's taken Khawaja and he's bowled him. Milanov, Khawaja, loose shot, driving, trying to drive through the onside. Big gap through bat and pad. And Siraj puts his finger to his lips to quieten the crowd. And that is a wicket and he is gone. Just checking the delivery here. As long as there's no overstepping, this is a fair delivery. He's bowled him. So Siraj, nice delivery, nice and full, scrambled seam there. Taken middle and off, right on top of middle and off, as Khawaja has tried to play through. Well, he's tried to drive it and play it through the mid-wicket region. Really should have been trying to play it back down the pitch. If he had tried to play just a straight drive, a straight on drive would have been a better decision off the back foot. As it was, he was trying to force it through the mid-wicket, mid-onside, and he's bowled him. And Khawaja, that's the end of innings. Khawaja gone for 21. So the breakthrough for India that they were hoping for, Mohammad Siraj, a bit loose in his first 2 overs, was none for 10 after 2 overs, and now into his 5th over, 1 for 10. So he's bowled much more economical in these last 3 overs as Mohammad Siraj. It's a much better bowling from Siraj there. Into the 19th over, taking the 2nd wicket for India. Australia now 2 for 43 as Steve Smith makes his way to the crease. All-time Australian Test legend sitting on 9,949 runs, only 51 runs away from that magical 10,000 run milestone. Shout out to Steve Tabone for the stats, my stat guru there earlier on during the podcast, the live stream. Thanks again, Stevie Tabone, for that one. 51 runs needed for Steve Smith, and on the form of how he played during the first innings, you would not back against the smudge. And here he is, last ball, facing up his first ball, last ball of Siraj's over. Australia 2 for 43. Siraj just outside off stump, and Smith, easy, nice defence, back to short cover, and that is the end of the over. So after 19 overs, big round of applause for Mohammad Siraj from the Indian contingent in the MCG crowd. And that is Australia now. After 19 overs, Australia currently 2 for 43. So Australia's lead right now, Australia leading by 148 runs. Day 4, session 1, currently 12:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Australian time here on the East Coast. Sydney and Melbourne time is the same for our overseas audience, the fans overseas in India, New Zealand, England, South Africa, the USA, the West Indies, Caribbean, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Shout out to all you guys streaming in and tuning into the live stream right now. Thanks so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, World of Cricket channel. Just hit the subscribe button below, and we really appreciate your support. So thanks so much. We're going to be going through this live stream now to the lunch break, which is coming up in, I think, approximately 21 minutes time. So 3 or 4 more overs. And here's Bumrah again for his 8th over. Australia 2 for 43, and in comes Bumrah. And Khawaja just plays that one back. Manos just plays that one back down the pitch for no run. So a decent innings for Usman Khawaja. 21 out, bowled comprehensively to Siraj in the last over. 65 balls faced at an a strike rate of 32.31 and 2 boundaries. So off to a decent start, but it would be very disappointing if he didn't go on and make a half century or a bigger score there, Usman. So here comes Bumrah again. Third delivery of the over to Labuschagne, and it's another defensive stroke just pushed back nicely to short mid off. So Bumrah, 3 deliveries in the over, 1 for 14 for Bumrah at the moment. Fantastic bowling effort from Jasprit Bumrah again at the moment. 8 into his 8th over and 1 for 14 with an economy rate of 1.83, very miserly at the moment. So great bowling in tandem here at the moment. Again, the Indians, which is what you need. Here comes Bumrah for his 4th delivery to Manas of this over. In he comes. Just outside off stump, but cutting back. Just pitching back, seaming back and taking off a little bit again. Manas is letting that one go. Pant taking that one very high up around the top of his head there. And that's a dot ball. India on top here. Australia 2 for 43, leading by 148 runs. The test match really at a precipice at the moment. Right, could be a real turning point here in the next few overs and the next few minutes before lunch. Let's see what Bumrah can come up with. In again. Labuschagne, he's pitched that one up. Labuschagne, textbook cover drive, and that has gone racing away to the boundary. Marvellous shot, that one, coming off the meat of the bat, as one great ex-commentator would say, Mr. Tony Gregg, off the meat of the bat, that one through the gap, and that's gone for 4. Great shot from Manas Labuschagne. Starting to sound a little bit more like Graham Smith there, but nevertheless. So yeah, just short of a length on the replay here, but quite wide and right in Manas's wheelhouse there. Beautiful full cover drive for the front foot for 4. And here's Bumrah for the last ball, and he throws in a bouncer to end the over on a dot ball, and that is the end of the over. So a dot ball to the end of the over there for Bumrah after a marvellous stroke from Manas Labuschagne, probably the best shot of his innings to date. He moves along, Manas moves along to 16 from 36 with the 1 boundary, and Steve Smith yet to get off the mark off just the 1 ball. So Australia at the moment, Australia are 2 for 47. So 2 for 47 Australia here in the 21st over, about to come up. Siraj again in to Smith. Here he comes. And Siraj bounding his way in with all the energy in the world. It's a full and wide one. Smith stepping right across his crease there to the off stump. Shoulders, arms, dot ball, no run. So Siraj 139.1. It's probably his quickest delivery for the day, I would suggest. Starting to get a little bit of fire in his belly here, Mohammad Siraj. Started out bowling at the 129, 130, 131 mark, now up to 139. So it's really starting to bend the back here, bowling really well. It's bowled last 3 or 4 overs have been outstanding from Siraj. Here he is again. Full, quick. Smith just defends forward, back down the pitch, 136.2 kilometres an hour for Siraj with that second delivery of the 21st over. So much better bowling here from Mohammad Siraj, making Australia play. He's got to pitch that ball and middle it off and just make Australia play more often than not. The old "you miss, I hit" adage. Shout out to the French. They're not real good at cricket, are they? But anyway, here we go. Siraj in again. Third delivery, another fuller delivery. Just played to gully there from Smith, no run. 3 lovely deliveries again from Siraj. He's bowling very tightly at this end. And lovely overhead view of the MCG there. Well, the crowd's looking good. Must be 30,000+. Haven't heard anything on the broadcast from ABC Radio. Shout out to ABC Radio here in Australia, and shout out to Channel 7 for the vision here in Australia. Here comes Siraj, fourth ball into Smith. Oh, a bit full that time. Smith falling forward, playing through the covers and playing and missing at that one. Got his feet going, moving forward, but just sort of led into it and drove it up with the hands as the feet sort of got stuck. And just playing away from the body there through the cover region, playing and missing. And Kohli goes up, thinks there was another edge. Well, another wicket right now before lunch, and India would really be right back in the game. They are in the game. It could go either way at this stage. So lovely delivery from Siraj. Fifth ball now. Penultimate delivery of the over. Another full straight one just outside off stump. Well played by Steve Smith, just batting that away defensively down to short cover again. And it's a lovely delivery from Mohammad Siraj. Mohammad Siraj now still 1 for 10 now. Some great bowling in his last few overs. Into his 6th over, so he's got 2 maidens now. Unlucky to not have had a third. 6 overs. He has got 3 mains. Lucky to not have had a 4th. He's into his 4th here if he can get one. 3 more deliveries. 1 for 10 into his 6th over. So really economical bowling here from Siraj. Some great stuff. Pitches that one up again, just on off stump. Well played by Steve Smith. And that is another dot ball. And that is the end of another great over from Mohammad Siraj. That is the end of the 21st over in Australia. A 2 for 47. So Australia here, 2 for 47. The lead currently 152 run currently in front, Australia. That's 3 maidens now from Mohammad Siraj. 6 overs, 1 wicket for 10. Economy rate now right back at 1.67 for Mohammad Siraj. So he's heard my calls that he needed to be tight, and he really has. So that's some fantastic bowling from Mohammad Siraj over the last few overs. Australia leading by 152. Time here in Melbourne and Sydney time 12:17, just clicking over to 12:17 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So we should have only about 13 minutes of play left to lunch. Probably get us 3 overs at this rate, as Akash Deep has now been introduced to the attack for his 2nd spell for the day. He started well this morning, bowled very well, Akash Deep. 9 for 17, here he is, his 2nd delivery of the over. Smith, no, sorry, it's to Marnus. Well defended. Just letting the hand off the bat there, Marnus. So he's getting a few weird quirks in these last few overs, falling over forward, defending to Bumrah on a number of occasions, and now just sort of falling forward with his defence again and letting the hand off the bat. To me, that tells me he's playing too far back in his crease, or he should come further down the crease. Try to get to the pitch of the ball, which he's not doing. He's falling forward. I would bat a metre out of my crease the last 2 years that I played. It looks like he's playing maybe just outside his crease, pretty regular test batting, an inch or 2 or 3 outside of his crease. He should be coming down. He should be batting 6 to 8 inches out of his crease to nullify and negate the seam movement, in my opinion. But that way he gets wrapped on the top of the pad there from that delivery from Akash. Wrapped on the top of the pad, another delivery, dot ball from Akash Deep, bowling very well here again. Into his 8th over at the moment, Akash Deep, 9 for 17. Into his 4th delivery of this over. Here he comes again to Marnus, and that one's full and just moving away off the pitch to the keeper, dot ball. So 132.6 kilometres an hour on the speed gun there for Akash Deep. It's 2 for 47 for the Australian team at the moment. Still a lead of 152. Slowly creeping along. And the game really right in the middle of going either way here. The Australian batsman must survive to lunch here. Here comes Deep again. Well, he's bowled that one outside off stump. It's come back viciously, wrapped Manus Labuschagne on the pads. He's lifted the arms, shouldered arms here, fallen forward and nearly over again. Indian team have gone up, but I think that's just pitching too far outside and not pitching in line. It's way outside and it's too high. Not pitching in line, wasn't hitting in line, and it was over the top of off stump by a good 3 to 4 inches there. Half a call from the Indians, but yeah, nothing in that one. Definitely not out, but Manus in all sorts of trouble getting wrapped on the pads continuously here. Last ball from deep, and he comes straight again to middle and off, but well played. Better defence that time from Manus, and 133.9 Ks. That's the end of the over. Very good over from Akash Deep in Australia. Still teetering here. 2 for 47. 22 overs down for the Australians here in this first session. Coming in up to 10 minutes left, I believe, before the first break, the lunch break of the day. So again, thank you to everyone who's joined in, all the audience and everyone who's joined in the live stream, the live broadcast today. Thank you to everyone from around the world, to all my friends from South Africa and India and New Zealand and England and the West Indies, Bangladesh, Pakistan, New Zealand. Thank you everyone who's joined the stream today. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be wrapping the stream up for this first live session today at the end of this next few overs when lunch break is upon us in approximately 9 minutes time. So thanks again for joining the live stream, everybody. And we'd really like to thank you, and thank you guys for supporting the World of Cricket channel. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share it, pass it on, let your mates know. We've got a great cricket channel here. Let everybody know. Live commentary of the border, Gavaskar. Here comes Siraj again for the second delivery of his next over. 2 dot balls in a row. So bowling very well. A bit short of a length there, and Smith just battering that one back down defensively off the back foot, just down to short mid on here. So coming to the end of the stream today, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Shout out again to our non-sponsors, but just a big shout out again to Kingsgrove Sports Centre, Kingsgrove Sports Store over at Kingsgrove. Go and get all your great cricketing needs at Sydney's #1 cricket sports store, sports outlet, Kingsgrove Sports Store, Kingsgrove Sports Centre over there at Kingsgrove in the St George area. Shout out to Harry Solomons, Harry and Kingsgrove. If you guys want to sponsor the show, get a hold of me. I'd love to have a sponsor in the show. So love to put some ads together and give you guys, when we go for breaks, and give you guys a shout out and give you guys a live ad. So Harry, anyone watching from the St George area, St George Club affiliated with Harry Solomons and the Kingsgrove Sports Centre, get in contact with the World of Cricket channel there. Shoot us an email through. Love to have you on as a sponsor. Okay, and here comes Siraj again. 4th delivery of this over to Smith. And he just lets that one go through to pants, just outside off stump. Yeah, so World of Cricket channel, if there's anyone out there who's looking for a sponsor, if anyone's looking to sponsor World of Cricket channel and get your company's advertising through my live and channel medium, then please call out, give us a call, send an email through, shout out, comment down below if you've got a company you want to shout out to and you want to give us a sponsorship. Sponsorship can start very, very low, guys. It can take, $50 sponsorship, $100 sponsorships. Get at me if you guys want to give your company a shout out. Looking for sponsorships now on World of Cricket channel. So Siraj again, nice full delivery. And Smith just punches that one out to short cover there, no run again. So Siraj, 5 dot balls again here, bowling very, very well. Number of overs in a row here, bowling super well. As we come through to the lunch break here, we've got approximately 7 minutes left. We might get 2 more overs in after this before the lunch break. And Australia looking to not lose another wicket, of course, and just keep pushing the runs along here. In India looking to take another scalp, one of Smith or Labuschagne. Here comes Siraj, last ball of this over. Just falling outside of stump as Smith plays an unorthodox defensive shot there, no run. That is the end of the over. Shout out to all our subscribers and all our viewers today. Thanks again for joining us for the live broadcast here from Sydney via the MCG. Shout out to Channel 7. Shout out to ABC Radio for the live, ABC FM, AM radio broadcast. Thank you guys for joining us today for the live stream via YouTube. Anyone who hasn't subscribe to our channel now. Trying to hit 500 subscribers, guys. We're at 341, I believe. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get us to 500 before the next test. Let's go. Let's try and hit 350 before the SCG, guys, if we can. That'd be the task. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe button below. Let's get us to 350 subscribe right now. World of Cricket Channel. Here comes Akash Deep again. In. Labuschagne just defends that one to cover again, and that's no run. So Australia really looking just to batten the hatches down here and play it out to stumps, which is approximately 5 minutes away. They might get this and one more over in, I believe. As I speak, Jadeja warming up, so that would be, again, probably my preferential idea would be let's get Jadeja on there for one quick over before lunch, see if we can get one to keep straight and get an LBW before lunch. He's deep. Fuller, straighter, catches the edge, down to Jaiswal. Again, the ball has been following Jaiswal all day. Jaiswal was just following that ball at Gully Round earlier on during the day at the start of the Australian innings when Constas and Khawaja first came out to bat. And he's been very involved with the fielding ever since. He did put an easy one down to Khawaja when Khawaja was only on around 10, I believe, or 8. I think Khawaja was on 8 and he put him down. So it's only cost India 13 runs that, but could those 13 runs come back to haunt India? 13 runs in a tight test match could be very costly. Here comes Akash Deep. Next ball. Bit straighted, just getting onto a leg stump there. And Labuschagne just gets an inside edge down to deep, fine leg there. And that's one run for Manus, which takes him on now to 17. So Manus now pushing on to 17. Steve Smith still not off the mark yet. None off 13 deliveries, 14 deliveries for Steve Smith. And Australia's lead is currently 153. Australia 2 for 48 in the 24th over. So 3 deliveries left in this over for Akash Deep. In he comes to Steve Smith. Yes, nice dot ball straight down the wicket there. Just played back to mid-on, dot ball. So another dot ball for Steve Smith. Very circumspect early on in his innings here. Definitely not looking to give his wicket away, which is very smart play from a very experienced campaigner. Steve Smith, 15 deliveries yet to get off the mark. Manus, 17 off 45 deliveries. Australia, 2 for 48. He comes deep again. His 5th ball of the over. A little bit fuller and a little bit of movement away, kept low. Smith playing well outside his off stump, playing and missing at that one, but playing inside the line a little. Just dragging that ball back in, that bat back in behind the line. But a bit of a play and a miss there, and that one just keeping quite low. So a bit of, again, unpredictable bounce, just bouncing once through to Pant there, quite low, not even getting through higher than knee height really. Around the knee height roll there to Smith and down at Pant's feet for the catch at the keeper there. So just getting another half volley there. So a bit of unpredictable bounce at this end and deep into the last ball. Looks for Yorker, in swinging Yorker. Smith finally off the mark. Flicks that one away through mid-wicket and they will come back for 2 runs. So that is Steve Smith off the mark there finally. And that is the end of the over. That is Australia now moving along after the 24 overs. Australia 2 for 50. So Australia's lead at the moment creeping up to 155 at the moment. 155, so some slowly for Australia here, but looking as a positive shot from Steve Smith after he'd had such a slow, circumspect start to the innings. There has been some very good bowling from the Indians, I will say, early today. They've got their lines and lengths much better than the first innings, and Suraj in particular has been a standout with Bumrah. Let's just have a look at the bowling figures here. Jasprit Bumrah, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 18. Akashdeep, 9 overs, 2 maidens, none for 20. Mohammad Siraj, 7 overs, 4 maidens and 1 for 10. So 4 consecutive maidens for Mohammad Siraj. Very, very good bowling era. Just as I speak and predicted after seeing Ravindra Jadeja warming up and giving his arm a bit of a twirl in the in between overs. Here he is to bowl the last over before lunch, and here he is. Comes in for the first ball to Labuschagne, and he whips that one through mid-wicket. And they're going to get through for 1, 2. Washington Sundar dies. They're going to come back for 3. Yes, they're going to get 3 there. So first ball from Jadeja's spell. Looks like this will just be the 1 over here before lunch. And Labuschagne Manus goes to 20 and gets 3 runs off Ravindra Jadeja's first ball of his spell. So, Australia move ahead now to 2 for 53. Smith on 2, Manus on 20. And here comes Jadeja for his second delivery. No, so Steve Smith just pulled out there just as Jadeja was about to come in. No ball. The umpires signalled no ball there. Sorry, might have been some crowd disturbance there. Yeah, there's some crowd disturbance. And no, Sharma's now bringing long on up and mid on up so that they're going to cut the single here. So Jadeja in, straight ball to Smith, well defended, straight back down the pitch. So yeah, Sharma just yelling out to Siraj there to come up from long mid off so as to not give the single away. Here's Jadeja again, third delivery, a bit fuller, a bit quicker, and on off stump, a bit more bounce. Well played there from Steve Smith, and not at the head with a jinking type of defensive stroke. Here comes Jadeja again, straight in, fourth delivery. Another one just outside off stump, pitched up a bit slower again. Well played by Smith just to short cover there, and this will be 2 more balls to go for Jadeja. Pitches that one up slower again, and well played by Steve Smith. Bat and pad together right on middle and off there. 94 miles an hour, that one. Floated that one up there, and this will be the last ball before lunch, I believe, on day 4. Here we go, Australia 253. Smith facing Jadeja, flatter one outside off stump, and Smith just plays that off the back foot through to cover, no run, and the umpire knocks the bails off, and that is the end of the first day, the first session here on day 4. So day 4 at the MCG, Australia batting, day 4, session 1 done. 2 for 53 at the moment, and that will be the end of the play for the first session of day 4 here, as we now see the Australians walking off the ground after a decent first session. Let's have a look at the stats here. So Australia at lunch on day 4 at the MCG, 2 for 53. Australia's lead now 158. And Manus Labuschagne, 20 runs, not out. Steve Smith on 2 not out. Labuschagne's faced 46 deliveries, just the 1 boundary. Smith, 21 deliveries, rather circumspect start to a Steve Smith innings here. And Australia, after 25 overs, early on day 4 of the 4th test here at the MCG. Australia, 2 for 53. Let's have a look at the bowling stats here. So Ravindra Jadeja just there, just getting that 1 over before lunch. He's none for 3. Bumrah, 8 overs, 1 for 18. Deep, 9 overs, none for 20. And the pick of the bowlers there today, Siraj, 7 overs, 1 for 10. So thanks again to all my audience and all my subscribers, everybody around the world, around the country, around Australia. Thank you for joining us for this first stream of day 4. Session 1, day 4. Thank you for joining the World of Cricket channel today for the stream. We may be back for a stream later on. Keep an eye out if we may be back on the 3rd session or early tomorrow for the last day's play. Thanks again for everyone joining the stream. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed now. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share away, comment, and have a great day, guys. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time on the World of Cricket channel. Bye for now.